The security situation in Kaduna State continues to fester. To the chagrin of many Nigerians, a member of the State House of Assembly, Riwanu Aminu Gadagu, has been killed by bandits while traveling along the Kaduna-Abuja highway. The bandits also kidnapped 30 travelers in a night attack on the road. The bandits were said to have blocked the highway around Kofa Ganyon, a few kilometers away from Zaria, and operated there for about 3 hours. This same road.
So how can bandits operate for 3 hours on a highway?
They said to have blocked the highway.
Except if this story is not true. If this story is true, we are in trouble. Abuja Kaduna Highway. We are not talking about Ife Omuoke Highway. No. We are not talking about robbers operating on the dusty road that leads to Igbemo in Ekiti State.
It has been tarred now. It's no more.
Okay, you've tarred it.
Okay. It's one of the laws commissioned.
Neither are we talking about the road leading to Ikole. I mean, we are talking about what is supposed to be one of the most critical highways.
These are Lagos-Ibadan Express roads.
Critical highways in our country. In fact, government, to show you how important that road is, government is rebuilding that road right from Abuja to Kano, and has decided to find the critical funding from it through the Sovereign Wealth Fund to tell you how important that road is. It's just as important as the second Niger Bridge. It's just as important as the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, because that is the gateway to the federal capital from the northwest, even from north central too. That's where bandits will operate for 3 hours.
3 hours.
Except if this is a lie. If indeed they operated for that long, honestly, I have tremendous fears for our nation. I have tremendous. I've seen the travelers in videos even claim that security men took to their heels on that same road. There's a video that we fell short of playing the other day. You will have heard from those passengers saying that the people operated for well over an hour, and that security men
3 hours without challenge.
That's the issue.
Nobody could call anybody, and no rescue
to operate
came.
for that long is it's like heresy. It's not something that we should even
Do you know what
allow
you
to
even
happen.
think? As in, when the bandits will have infantry to, capture, kidnap 30 travelers.
I'm surprised that Jide didn't believe that they could operate for 3 hours. 2 weeks ago, we all saw, I think it was Kaduna Abuja, same Kaduna Abuja highway.
Yes.
And they said it's been happening almost on a daily basis, consistently for 3 days. They were on that route. I mean,
we always
video,
hot and cold.
The video went viral.
The IG will tell some of his men to go there. They will draft them for some weeks.
There is something they call safer highways. They are meant
to be motorized. So
whatever happened to
Operation Safer Highways,
Operation Safer Highways, then whatever happened to the use of drones or rapid response, where you can quickly deploy some choppers to areas like this, because I know that there will be people there who have connections somehow, but unfortunately logistic issues in Nigeria might not have allowed this to happen. And so it's unfortunate when we hear things like this, that bandits would occupy a section of that busy highway for 3 hours. I want to believe it is true, because before they can move 30 people away, you can imagine the logistic involved, even if they are going to the bush. So
Do you
because
think how long are we going to tolerate this level of mediocrity? In the sense of, you know, sometimes students, 200 students, they will be taken away for 6 months. Nobody is talking. Some even have the effort to come out to say that it's a state's affair. Nothing is wrong. It's not the federal government interest.
Some people need spanking when they say certain things. I mean, just button up your mouth. Don't say things that will further aggravate things in our country. Those children, my mind goes to them all the time. Those students of this in Brini Yauri.
And everybody's quiet as if all
Kebbi
is
State,
well.
Federal Government College students. They are still there. They are still there. After more than 5 months, they are still there. Some of us are so selfish that because it does not concern us, let's not talk about it.
Oh no.
Oh, it could be your turn. It could be your turn tomorrow. The
Some are even
lawmaker,
angry that we are discussing it.
let them be angry. That's their problem. As long as we are here, as long as we are here, as long as the program subsists, the problems of our nation, we will talk about them because we want change. We are not going to be bothered about what people are saying. Ariwo Janeo. We are not going to be bothered. If change happens in our country and people are happy, do you think people will simply say, oh, it's Jide that made it to happen?
6
Wait
months in
see,
captivity.
I don't understand. And they are parents.
Young.
Those lives have been ruined permanently.
you can see how many months it took even the better parents to they kept contributing before
they sold their houses.
They sold houses.
One moved after he sold his house. He now moved to a rented apartment.
Yeah.
Yes, he moved into
for the better.
he moved into a rented apartment,
It was as bad
and
as
that was money that he used his savings. His lifetime savings was what he used to build the house. But to get his son out of captivity, he sold it and left a little of the money. Now use it to go and rent. People are going through a lot in our country. People are going through a lot in our country. Now, for every time that you read that this thing happened, that one happened, lives are being ruined.
Yeah.
Because these boys set ablaze people's houses. Lives are being ruined. That's why the earlier we defeat them, the better.
And the damage it will do to the psyche.
Yes.
Of those kids.
How do you then convince somebody who stayed more than 6 months
with animals
with these people to feel like going back to school? You know, when a lot of people rape victims, for example, it lives with them till they die.
Yeah.
Every day of their lives, the trauma is relieved. If you move close to a rape victim, you see, even if it's an interview that you are doing, because she always think that thing could happen again. Some of them, to even get them to marry is a problem. So it's going to be like that for these individuals as well. Look at those children that were kidnapped in Tegina. Children as young as 4 years. They took them into the bush. Some of them died in the process. And that's why we are saying there has to be a solution to this problem. We can't continue like this. There has to be a solution. We have to defeat the enemies of the Nigerian state. You saw what happened in Kogi, the attack on those banks in Egbe and Odoere. Just similar to what they did last year, or was it late 2019?
Not far. Yeah.
No, in Isonlu. They attacked 2 banks. So, insecurity is walking on 2 legs in our country, and we've got to do something about it.
And when you look at the response we've been getting and the effort we've been making, do you think we've done enough to get to the foundation? of this menace?
As long as we continue to have failed homes, these are the results of it, because these are the kids who grow up to become bandits, kidnappers. We call them open range. They are on the loose. They don't care about anything. They don't even care about their parents, because no parents raised them in the first instance. So that's why it is difficult to actually rein them in, and that's why they don't care. Nobody, they're out of control. Like recently, some characters were arrested in Ekiti who were involved in kidnapping. We thought they were actually Fulani or outside, but they are actually sons of the soil. From well-known families.
Yes.
You know,
nobody holy pass.
It has been
no
the franchise.
Everyone has seen that it is lucrative. So you can't.
I know that video. A 52-year-old man, old man.
You can't say that. You see, when kidnapping happens in a particular area, you can tell who did it. You understand? But we are saying that it's already spreading across our country, and it is not limited to one tribe or this thing.
No.
Everyone appears to be getting involved in it.
Yes.
Now. No matter.
It's becoming lucrative, because they are not being caught.
Yes.
And those that are being caught are not being.
So, we said the lawmaker was killed on Zaria Road.
Yes.
Not Abuja.
Zaria.
That's a member of the House of Assembly.
But people were kidnapped on Abuja Highway.
Abuja Kaduna Highway.
Yes.
But the lucky member was killed. Zaria to
this one was killed on Zaria.
Zaria Kaduna Highway.
They said close to Zaria also.
Yeah.
So it's still the same axis from Abuja
to the same long stretch on the way.
It's the same expressway now that IBB constructed.
All right. That's the lawmaker, fortunately.
We just hope that change can happen. That's all we want. That's all we want to see. You saw the governor of Sokoto State when he met the president, and he advised the president to declare a state of emergency in those areas where these things are happening. Whatever measures that we can come up with, let us come up with them. But we need is individuals who will implement whatever directive. People need to also search their conscience. Are they doing the work the way it should be done? Remember the guy who called yesterday to say sometimes they will send for our security agencies. They will not show up until those guys are finished. And when they are finished the operation, they will now show up.
They will now be like a conspiracy.
So what is the...
All right.